You'll learn about the role BTP plays in SAP's Intelligent Enterprise strategy. You will see how BTP runs on hyperscalers, abstracts and integrates with hyperscaler services, and how it accelerates application development. I'll show a quick demo of how to create a trial environment for BTP, and finally, I'll wrap up with pointers to other more detailed openSAP courses on BTP. So let's get started. SAP Business Technology Platform plays an important role in transforming processes across all lines of businesses. It is a catalyst for turning data into business value. BTP offers three unique capabilities in our portfolio of solutions. First, business centricity, where we do not create technology just for the sake of it. Our goal is to empower customers with SAP's unique advantage, our industry and business process knowledge, which we incorporate into our tools. So customers can plug our technologies into their business processes and we take care of the plumbing. Our goal is to offer customers reusable business services and pre-configured content, services such as GDPR compliance or invoicing automation and regional tax integration flows. Second, unified platform. Our goal is to help you build extensions in a repeatable manner. We integrate platform solutions by unifying data, processes, UX, while acknowledging that there is no one-size-fits-all, especially for development and deployment practices. This saves unnecessary data movement between different technology stacks and reduces your TCO. This means, for example, reducing the replication efforts for master data objects with one master data service and simplifying business process integration with SAP Integration Suite. Thirdly, open architecture. We use open source tools and partner with Microsoft, AWS, Google, Ali Cloud. Through an open architecture, you can extend processes and data and use our ecosystem with ease compared to a platform that is locked into a fixed infrastructure vendor. We are cloud first, but we also offer flexible deployment options to allow customers to move from on-premises to the cloud at their own speed. We support this using open source technologies such as Kubernetes and simplifying development with our own opinionated tools, for instance, Cloud Foundry and Cloud Application Programming Model or CAP. SAP Business Technology Platform comprises capabilities to build, integrate, and extend applications and derive insights from data. And this is the platform for the Intelligent Enterprise. These capabilities are derived from four technology categories: database and data management, analytics, application development and integration, and lastly, intelligent technologies. With SAP BTP, companies can connect, manage, and analyze information across their businesses, integrate and extend entire landscapes, build new impactful applications that improve business processes. These technical capabilities open doors for three kinds of business scenarios for customers. Integration. With SAP Integration Suite, customers can refine and enhance their business operations along the entire value chain by connecting processes, data, and applications across SAP and third-party solutions. Extensibility, where SAP Extension Suite, including business process management, empower companies to build, extend, and enhance applications according to their needs and without disrupting the core. Lastly, data to value. SAP BTP enables customers to perform all necessary steps to make sense of the data in a business context, combining SAP's market-leading data management database and warehousing solutions. To make these scenarios into a reality, it is important to battle test BTP against our own requirements. And nothing generates more business demand than SAP's Intelligent Enterprise, which binds technology and business requirements across four end-to-end business processes. Lead to cash, which is about managing all aspects of customer experience. Source to pay, which manages purchasing processes from supply selection to procurement. Recruit to retire, which is an HR flow to optimize all aspects of internal and external workforce. And lastly, design to operate, which is a manufacturing and supply chain flow to create a digital mirror of company's entire supply chain. I will not go into the details, but rest assured, these four scenarios cover more than 80% of the most critical integration needs for our customers. For SAP, it is important, therefore, that the technologies we build satisfy intelligent enterprise requirements or suite qualities, which include seamless UX, identity authentication and user management, one gateway for workflows and task management, aligned domain models and master data service, centralized lifecycle management, and cross-product analytics for applications. I have added a link to a white paper on suite qualities, which I'll encourage you to check out and learn more about the intelligent enterprise. It's a journey, and we understand there are gaps, but we're inching towards a target state every day. Now, let's spend a couple of minutes to understand how BTP runs on hyperscalers. All hyperscalers provide three basic units of infrastructure APIs: compute, storage, and network. These are the building blocks on which SAP workload run to. BTP first carves out a private IP sitter range from the network space. Within that virtual private network, our BTP operations team deploy a set of virtual machines certified to SAP-specific workloads such as HANA. The first layer that goes in is called the platform core, which uses Gartner. Gartner is our Kubernetes management tool and the underlay for BTP workload. Gartner, by the way, is open source, and it supports cluster and machine controller APIs for public and private cloud vendors. The different opinionated runtimes of BTP are then deployed as part of the platform core. For instance, Cloud Foundry, Kima, ABAP, so on and so forth. Cloud Foundry doesn't run on Kubernetes yet, but it will soon. Now, BTP offers a set of services called kernel services, which are prerequisites for building SAP's intelligent enterprise vision. Just like Linux kernel, services such as identity and authentication service, audit log service ensure that all SAP cloud applications have the same suite qualities and follow the same non-functional requirements. Once the platform core is up and running, different technology units then deploy their services that use one or more of these runtimes and kernel services. You see the full portfolio of BTP here, starting from data management, analytics, integration through to extensibility. First, our data management layer comprises HANA Cloud, which is a cloud-native version of HANA. HANA Cloud provides data tiering with its embedded relational data lake based on warm data tiering. And HANA Cloud is really the data fabric to the outside world, meaning that all data integration and federation needs to third-party data sources such as AWS S3, Azure Data Explorer, Google BigQuery can be served by HANA Cloud. So you don't need to copy business data from S4 HANA or ECC to hyperscaler data lakes, which result in a loss of metadata semantics and governance. Secondly, using HANA Cloud as an engine, we offer data warehouse and analytics via SAP Data Warehouse Cloud and SAP Analytics Cloud. Unlike hyperscaler analytics solutions, where you need to import data before you model and visualize with DWC and SSC, you do not need to move data, as HANA Cloud can act as an embedded serving layer for your models. And with SAP Data Intelligence, you can model your ETL transformations on the fly. Third, the Business Technology Platform caters to business application developers, and we provide tools to build extensibility applications rapidly. For instance, we have Extension Suite comprising tools that enable you to build workflow and process automation solutions, digital experience ranging from low-code, no-code to mobile consumption, and an integrated IDE with the recent launch of SAP Business Application Studio, which comes with built-in plugins to accelerate development via cloud application programming. Fourth, we have strengthened process integration capabilities combining API management, open connectors, and cloud platform integration in what is called as an integration suite. Our focus is to help you accelerate integration not only across SAP to SAP solution ecosystem, but also externally. If you go to api.sap.com, you'll see pre-built integration content ranging from APIs, events, integration flows, and business process templates. Last, BTP offers intelligent technologies, but I said our focus is not to compete with world-class leaders in model training and classification services. Instead, we embed ML in business processes to make them smart. Two intelligent technologies that stand out are SAP Intelligent RPA and conversational AI, which are both deeply integrated with our business processes and applications. It is important to note that if you run S/4HANA in the same hyperscaler region, it will not run in the same virtual private network as the BTP itself. That's why you need to set up reverse proxy connectivity through SAP Cloud Connector in the network where S/4HANA is running. SAP SaaS applications, on the other hand, are a bit different. SAP SaaS applications may or may not run on the same hyperscale infrastructure where BTP runs, which is why they're shown outside of the dashed box. Now, for SaaS applications such as S/4HANA Cloud, SuccessFactors, Ariba, you only get access to the APIs when you build integration and extensibility scenarios on BTP. And we ensure that our SaaS business apps run in close proximity to BTP in order to minimize latency. Of course, the last bit is the integration with hyperscaler services and applications, ranging from productivity suites such as Office 365 to data lakes such as S3 and Google BigQuery. With Microsoft, we are engaged in a strategic partnership called Embrace, as outlined in Unit 1, and a lot of cutting-edge innovations are happening as we speak. When we talk about hyperscaler interoperability scenarios between SAP Business Technology Platform and Microsoft Azure, we can roughly split the co-engineering work into three categories. Platform Foundation, where joint teams are taking care of topics such as single sign-on and principal propagation between SAP Identity and Authentication Service and Azure Active Directory. Also, other foundational topics such as virtual machine certification and private link are under the ambit of Platform Foundation topics. The second category is service integration, where we provide guidance through joint reference architectures on combining Azure services with BTP services to enhance your application development experience. A couple of service integration examples that we will cover in this course are to do with high availability resiliency setup of SAP Integration Suite with Azure Traffic Manager and Microsoft Teams integration with SAP Extension Suite. Last, the data to value category, where we cover best practices and examples to blend data across SAP and Microsoft landscape through our data management and analytics portfolio. This will be covered in the last week of the course. We are really excited that you have joined us to learn about these scenarios. But before we get started with all of that, let me show you how to create your BTP trial environment. It is really straightforward. Let me show you how to do this live. Start by going to the sap.com page on your favorite browser, and this is what you'll get to see. Click on Products and then go to Business Technology Platform. On this page, you'll get to see some of the interesting capabilities of Business Technology Platform, as well as you'll get to try out the different use cases and customer stories if you're interested. Click on the Try BTP button in order to create a BTP trial environment. Once you click there, make sure you have selected the individual user tab, and there you will get the option to create a trial environment. Click on the Sign Up button, and since I'm an SAP employee, I'll automatically be signed into this trial environment with my company user ID. But if you're a non-SAP user, you'll have to fill out the form and you'll get an email which you will have to validate, and then you will have access to the trial environment page. So once you click on this button to start your trial, the first thing that you'll see is the SAP BTP cockpit loading up. Select the Singapore region because we are doing this course with Azure services, and that's where the Azure services are going to be accessible. Once I create the account, it will take about a couple of minutes for the trial environment to be ready. Fantastic! Now you have your personal trial environment ready. What you see is that the trial environment has been created in the Singapore region of Azure. It has a unique global account ID within which you have been assigned a sub-account the name for which is trial, and then you have an org ID and a space ID. Just click on the continue button where you will get to see your trial environment in action. Well, you can start with the tutorials, but what I'm going to show you now is how the BTP cockpit looks like. Okay, we are now in the BTP cockpit, and this is your landing page. You see your trial environment being shown here. Once you click on the trial environment, you'll get to see the different runtimes that are activated. In this case, the Cloud Foundry environment is activated by default. You can create spaces within the Cloud Foundry environment. The Kyma environment is not activated by default, but you can enable the Kyma environment. Beyond this, you can browse through the services, the service marketplace, where you will get to experience all the BTP services that are available to you for trying out. And some of the services you'll be using in weeks 2 through 4 for implementing some of the scenarios. Now, if you want to learn more and understand this process, there is a great documentation on developers.sap.com. It is called Get Ready to Develop on SAP BTP, where the second item, Get a Free Trial Account on SAP BTP, exactly explains all the steps which I went through with you just now. So, fantastic. Now that you have the BTP trial environment, you're ready to roll and implement some of the interesting use cases. Now back to the rest of the presentation. Thank you. So you see that it's really easy to set up your trial environment. Now let me wrap up with the question, why should you care about Business Technology Platform? BTP's objective is to offer you a set of great business application development experience, give you a full cloud-native toolbox to help you accelerate twice as fast. We are using open source container orchestration, service mesh runtime so that your applications always stay relevant with innovations and security patches released by open source communities. We contribute to Cloud Foundry Organization, Cloud Native Computing Foundation, CNCF. And the bedrock of BTP is Gartner, our Kubernetes management tool, which serves as abstraction layer for our business applications. The second aspect why BTP helps you accelerate twice as fast is because of its business centricity. We do not compete with commodity technical services of hyperscalers. That's not our goal. But for services that are part of BTP, our focus is to offer as much pre-configuration integration and business content possibly to readily work with your existing SAP investments. Take, for example, SAP Event Mesh service. Unlike hyperscaler brokers, Event Mesh is not really a commodity message broker. SAP Event Mesh complements our extension suite as it understands business events emitted by ECC, S4HANA Cloud, SuccessFactors, CX Marketing Cloud, which means you just need to plug in your event listener and focus on the business logic. Lastly, BTP stands out in its ability to offer option to consume partner services. This is very unique. These could be hyperscaler data lakes like Azure Data Explorer or AWS S3, or Google BigQuery, to messaging solutions such as Azure Event Grid. If you have already chosen hyperscaler products, you do not need to migrate your data. Instead, we enable integration and federation experience to secure your existing investment and accelerate your future ones with BTP. So this was just an introductory session on SAP's Business Technology Platform. In the remainder of this course, you'll be working with SAP BTP services and integration scenarios. I have included further links to many openSAP courses where you can learn about individual capabilities of BTP. Also, I highly encourage you to start with the SAP Business Technology Platform in a Nutshell openSAP course, which was recently released, and read up on some of the strategy white papers I have added as links if you're interested to know where SAP is headed with Intelligent Enterprise and Industry Cloud and BTP at large. So, thank you.